Is this thing on?
Hear that thing on? 140 points. Man, it's always a good day when you beat down the Blazers.
Was that the Blazers?
Oh, I forgot my intro.
What's
up, everybody? Welcome to the Winners Lounge. Let's go!
Sorry, guys.
First off, you said, what's up, everybody?
What did I say? What is up, everybody?
What is up?
What is up?
Distinctly different than what's up.
That's true.
People say what's up.
I
You
feel
say
like it
what
was
is
an
up.
abnormally long time between the end of the game and the show today. I'm out of rhythm. I'm a
this your-
little tired. I'm a little sleepy. That's the thing about
Did you just throw Kale under the bus?
It's Kale's fault. Over here, I do have in the bomber jacket. Is that a bomber? What did we decide that was?
It's a leather
Somebody
jacket.
take over.
It's a leather jacket. It's a leather.
Adam is
Say
like
something
really-
about a biker that I don't
Gordon-esque
ride.
night tonight. I got Brendan Vogt here.
Everyone threw a party. Aaron Gordon, aspirationally low gear tonight. Just impressive shit.
Bringing up old stuff. Over here, I got D-Line.
Guys, the Nuggets are back. Everything has changed. We're back. Every Nugget is good. That was, I don't know we beat a team tonight. On paper, that was the Blazers.
We did beat a team. Can I tell you I saw Bones Highland tonight. I did not see Damian Lillard. Still have not
Never seen them in the same
Never
place.
seen him in the same place. I'm just saying, so I don't know. I do have Superstar Dev in the house as well.
You're onto something here, man.
I'm telling you, man.
That game whipped ass. Like
It was
like
fun.
really, it was.
Thank you.
The Nuggets have been down so bad that you got to be happy about those type of games. Like that was a get right spot, and guess what? They got right.
I'm telling you guys, that is what this was. We talked about they needed a get-right win. You needed something, some things that were going to make you feel good. Well, how about this? 140 points. Yes, the Blazers weren't good, but guess what? 140 is a lot of points no matter, if you're in an empty gym. You had Bones Highland. He made 5 threes tonight. That ties a career high. We needed Bones Highland to kind of get rolling tonight. Jeff Green dunked on everyone. The Duncan Uncle. The Duncan Uncle, as we are now affectionately calling him. Will Barton, talk about a bounce back game. Will Barton, 7 of 12, 4 of 6 from the 3-point line, 21 points, and then he goes down. We'll talk about that a little bit later, so kind of ended with him on a little bit of a sour note. Zeke Nnaji. You guys need a bounce back game? How about Zeke Nnaji? There just were so many things that you wanted to see happen tonight that you got to check a lot of different boxes tonight. And to me, that's the big takeaway. This was a get-right game.
Yeah, it was absolutely a get right game, and just to add to the takeaway, because I don't think that it's a different takeaway, but to add to that takeaway, 140 points in a game.
Yeah,
this is a Nuggets team that looked like one of the worst offensives of all time. Just a game ago. Was that the game that it was low scoring? No, that was 2 games ago. So they just
last game, 87, 86.
Yeah, they have not been scoring the basketball, and then to bounce back and go for 140 and to get multiple guys to score the basketball. Nikola Jokic didn't have to have a monster game, and they win by a huge margin. It wasn't just like a squeak by or just like a regular win. It was a blowout. So that was like, something to add to that is that the offense looked back. Every Nugget looked good.
Every Nugget is good?
Can you believe it? Just like that.
Wow.
A wise man once told me about something another wise man once said.
Okay.
You, Adam, you told me it's always darkest before the dawn.
That's right.
Which you were
I was
quoting
quoting Bob Dylan. Yeah.
Bob Dylan. And one of you is the smartest man I know.
It's so true.
True.
It's Bob Dylan. He's
it's
really
Bob
smart.
Dylan.
I tell people this all the time. You realize that's as good of a compliment for me as if you would have said I was the smartest man.
Well, I definitely don't mean you are.
Yeah, you Bob Dylan.
All the same, right. We're back. The vibes are good. No, this season is so stupid. What a stupid season. What are we doing? Every other game is like I don't even understand like what I'm watching.
He's had a year.
We need to.
What the hell do you guys want from me?
We need an intervention or something.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Vaguely, he's a little
send him on a retreat or something. Is there like
I got a DM the other day.
We're having a meeting. Do you think we need an intervention for
hug me?
Yeah.
Yo, listen.
He needs.
Here's the thing: is that I actually feel the way that I say.
Tell us how you feel.
When I talk about the Denver Nuggets, it comes from a place of purity and sincerity. I am at my heart I'm a Nuggets fan above all else. I love this team so much. I've watched them grow from nothing with the utmost belief, and it is so frustrating to see the rocket ship that we were on crash into Earth, but not due to not for poor planning, just because of there's so many things outside of their control, and it's just we're just
Space
in a bummer
is really
spot.
hard. Space is really hard.
I like how you got your vaguely shrooms-inspired rant out of the way in the first 5 minutes tonight. No, I love those from you. I really do.
What is like shrooms inspired about that? That is I just feel this way about the Denver Nuggets. Like, this season has been such a bummer, dude.
Eric's hype is like, that game was so fun. I almost forgot about the fact that one day all of us will suffer alone and be the last people anyway.
50 years
wow,
left on the planet.
wow, that was, you're right. The game was good
go
enough.
listen to Bob Dylan, you idiot.
I think here's one way. So to kind of recap how this game was, the Nuggets scored 41 in the very first quarter.
That helps.
And honestly, the first group goes out there, can't get a stop. I mean, Portland was kind of running hot. They hit some shots, and you're thinking like, oh, God, are we going to have one of these again, a squeaker? Second unit actually checks in as the one that extended that lead and really pushed it, and from there it was a party. Everybody was getting into it.
Super awesome super chat came in that we have to hit immediately.
My daughter was born yesterday. This comes from Trevor. My daughter was born yesterday, and we made it home in time tonight to watch our first Nuggets game together. Cheers to you guys.
That's
Let's
amazing.
go.
Yes, sir.
Guys, what numbers will I tell you? You guys know, maybe not everybody knows this. I had 2 daughters. I'm telling you, first of all,
Girl dad.
congrats. Girl dad is the best thing in the world. It's absolutely fantastic. A 11 out of 10 experience. You're going to love it. And then also, man, I remember this first experience too. My daughter born my first daughter born on NBA opening night. So it was actually the first activity I ever did
And
with my
she
daughter.
watched Nazir Little and Ben McLemore and Dennis Smith Jr. get taken to the woodshed.
Poor Trevor's daughter thinks so little of the Blazers.
That's so true. It's like, wow, really
Like,
unimpressed.
these guys ain't
Is this all they
shit.
got? Wow.
You lost to this team?
But she's so high on the Nuggets. The Nuggets are undefeated ever since she's been born.
That's
Maybe
so
they
true.
go on a streak.
Undefeated. I
Let's go.
love it, man. It's so true. Who really is there? If you can whittle this down to one person, who do you want to
Tonight?
focus in on tonight?
Oh,
It's such a party. I mean, it really was.
Are you just like throwing me an alley oop? You know what
yeah,
I'm
I'm throwing you.
with
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, go to the well.
I thought Claire's throat. Facundo Campazzo bounced back nicely tonight, guys. 18 points, 12 assists, 4 steals, plus 21 off the bench.
You know what he didn't do though?
Get
any
rebounds.
goddamn rebounds.
1.5, right?
Yes.
all
Yeah,
we
dude,
needed.
what the hell, Facu?
I love the fact that he didn't get any rebounds.
Why do you love that?
Because Facu is a point guard.
That's a good point. It's a strong
he's
point.
supposed to pass the ball and get others involved, and
All
he
right,
did
fine.
that. 12 assists, like that's where you need him, and that's when he's at his best. And also, what I really loved about Facu's game tonight is he didn't shy away from the fact that he had a really bad game, or he's been in a shooting slump, or he's not putting the ball in the circle. Like that's a big part of it. So the passing, he got everyone involved. He scored. He still shot the ball and was aggressive, and he was himself. So I really think that was a big Facu game, and that was a bounce back spot that he desperately needed. That
true.
other people are not going to try to do once they have a bad game.
You're right about every part of that. He still could have gotten 1.5 rebounds, though. I would just say, like, in addition to everything you just mentioned.
We talked before the game, fellas. Is it Facu or Bones that needs a bounce back game? How about both?
Right.
Bones gets 17 points, 5 of 8 from deep. 4 rebounds, 3 assists, so a good all-around performance from him. I'm just going to do the whole bench. Zeke, too. Zeke played well. That was, to me, I mean, look, we know what this team was, the Portland team, right? It's the preface that doesn't need to be said for every take tonight. But the bench played really well. You got a complete game, and so that was nice to see.
And I like that we got the Facu Bones minutes. I mean, a lot of guys, I know some of the people in the media have gotten some hate from. I haven't really got a lot of thank God I haven't gotten a lot of this, because the truth is I don't hate Facu or anything like this. I really just don't like some of the. I think that I've said that it's really tough. You have to make sure that you have the things right, the matchups right, this or that, and the players around him. But Bones is that guy. Like Bones, especially when he's making shots, provides a little bit more floor spacing, but he also provides a guy that can get to the rim and finish. And I actually like Bones' games inside. He got blocked a few times tonight, but I like that he's going to the basket making moves, because I think some of his most impressive plays are actually drives to the basket where he has good footwork or good, a good move here or there. So the tandem of them, I don't think it's a coincidence that you look at the plus minus and you go Bones Highland, a game high plus 24, Facu Campazzo plus 21 right behind him. I think a lot of that was those two together really worked tonight.
Yeah, Bones' game at this point in his career is just like wholly predicated on whether or not he's hitting his shots. If he starts hitting his shots, then he's lethal. If not, then he's like just has absolutely nothing to offer. I mean, it's going to be, watching our little Bonesy grow. Like it's going to be, he's got to get stronger. Obviously, he's got to like get more wily. But he's got it. But he's like doesn't have anything else. You know what I mean? Like
who's that? Our little Bonesy?
Our little Bonesy.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
little Bonesaroo.
Yeah.
Little bouncing bones. Put them on my knee.
Facu or Bones? Who? What do you have for them, Dev?
I mean, we already discussed Facu, but for Bones, when his shot's falling, he's not only dangerous, the team becomes dangerous when they get to have that option, especially with the second unit, because when the starters get out of the game, the idea is who else is going to score, who else is going to get the team going. And when he is able to knock down the shot, he's such a speedy guy that they cannot stay in front of, and he's such an irritant on the offensive end that they have a hard time trying to get to other guys. So now there's backdoor cuts, now there's the extra passes, now there's skip passes where they're knocking down threes. It just seems that whenever he starts knocking down threes, everybody's knocking down threes every single time. It's not like he has big games or he's knocking down and no one else does. It just seems like the morale just gets higher when he's scoring. Like the teams get confidence is a lot boosted when he's knocking down those shots, and you just can't stay in front of him when you have to choose if you're going to stay in front, try to guard him straight up, or if you're going to let him shoot. He had to get himself started. His first shot of the game was a triple step back.
Yeah.
I know it was a travel in every gym.
He stepped back so far. That was the first thing.
He started at the block and ended up at the 3-point
It was
line.
more impressive than Michael Jordan dunking from the free throw line. His step
Olympic
back,
long jump backwards.
the triple jump.
So that set the tone, and from there you just knew he was going to have a monster game. But the team just looks so good when he's good because they have that option off the bench.
Yeah.
And you mentioned if he's not hitting threes, he doesn't do anything. I've been hammering this point home even in this last game against the Clippers. I honestly think that's not completely true. I mean, I see people say sometimes, the people that really get into the NBA, the MVP debates online, they'll be like, Steph Curry was 2 of 16 from 3 tonight. How is he the MVP? This or that. The thing about Steph Curry is he can go 2 of 16 and still have an enormous impact on the game because at all times you think he's making the next one no matter how many he misses. Bones Highland to me has a little bit of that in him. He doesn't have the reputation, but he has the skill set that guys are like, hey, this is a guy that can shoot. This is a guy that can drive. You got to play him honest, and it opens it up. So here's what I'll say, though, about Bones tonight. You go through it. He's got 47 threes now on the season. He's got 9 games where he hit 0 3-pointers. He's got another, 9 games where he hit 1 3-pointer. And then he's got 5 or 6 games where he's hit 2. That means about half, I think a little bit more than half of his 3-pointers come in a collection of 6 games. He has 5 tonight, 5 in another night, 4 in 3 different games, and 3 in 2 different games.
It's so true. Once he hits the first one, you're like, Bones night, baby. Let's go.
But that was
if
also
he bricks his first one, you're like, oh, boy.
Right. That is true. It does feel that way. And I think, Adam, I could be wrong, but what we're thinking of, too, a lot of that's the stretch, right, where he keeps up in his career high. He's playing every night.
Right.
And he knows who he's playing alongside every night. So, again, it's, you expect inconsistency from a rookie, but the way he's just sort of been yanked around all season, I'm not really surprised at all to hear, hey, there was a smooth patch, and other than that, he's sort of been figuring it out. One thing I love about Bones is even when that 3 fades out of our circle of trust, he never fades out of his own circle of trust.
That's so true.
Remember
it's so true.
That clip of Jamal saying, talk yourself into the game, I think Bones is a guy who, no matter what, is going to think, hey, I'm that boy. And once he sees that first one go, the dam breaks.
Yeah, or if he just looks like he said, you just look at his arms and it's
chosen one.
Chosen. What does the other one say? It's on the back it says family over everything, chosen, special, number 1, absolute. If I got tattoos, it'd be like, just keep trying, man. They didn't they didn't mean it like it sounded.
Maybe lay off the Cheez-Its.
I can't imagine if Eric just showed up one day and he's like, I got a tat, guys. What do you think? It's what's it say? Chosen one. What?
Eric just has
it says
cocky son of a...
I'm like, check it out. Got blessed. Chosen. Family over everything. Yeah. Number 1 artist. You boy.
But you know what you can't do? Make threes like this.
I can't make anything.
I do think, though, it's meaningful, Dev, that so many of Bones, more than half of his 3-point, he's played in now 30 games. And more than half of them have come in that 6-game stretch I just mentioned, more than half of his threes. I think it's definitive sort of who he is. He's a streaky shooter. I don't know if he's a good shooter yet. I know, but he is a streaky one.
Yeah, and I think that's where the frustration comes for him, and also why he doesn't play as much. It's the inconsistency. For you to come into the NBA or just the league as a shooter or a scorer, but it to just come in so small spurts and just not so often. I think that's why it's easy for, like Eric to say, like he doesn't do a lot more because, I mean, it's not defense. The passing is really only there when he has everything else going. When he's not scoring, it's hard to see those positives, and that's where he has to become more consistent on. First off, adding more to his game, and then second, scoring more, so you don't have to see the flaws in his game.
He like started off this season and coming out of summer league where he was doing a lot of like driving in deep and then dishing. And he hasn't been doing that. He's been driving in deep and just getting blocked of late. Like
that is true.
He's not really looking to pass in the same way, or he'll like go in and do some like stop, pivot, turn, fade away. Like, so I just want to see him like. I mean, it really just seems, and it's not even like his off, like what the defense does when they see him make a shot, like that predicates whether or not he's going to have a good game. It's just sort of like his own confidence level or his own engagement.
Yeah,
like,
I agree with that.
He's just if he hits,
he catches a vibe, man.
Yeah, he's like a vibe based guy.
Yeah,
I think that's why I love him so much.
Somebody wrote me the other day and it was like, you guys all are about vibes or this or that, and you know, I want this or that. Here's the thing: vibes is just another word. Like George Karl uses the word connection. It actually is the same thing. When we're talking about vibes, I actually mean something serious about, like, is the team playing connected? Do they have a good connection going? And this really is a basketball thing. Are you on the same wavelength and kind of feeling it? So we say it tongue-in-cheek because it is kind of funny and, like, bro-y or whatever, but it's also, like, I think an actual basketball sort of concept here. Jeff Green tonight, guys, 9 of 11 from the field, gets 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 19 points, was plus 13. Of those 9 points, I think 6 of them were dunks.
I want to see this shot chart, man.
I do want to see the shot chart. He had a lot of them. Rewound the clock tonight and was maybe the most fun player.
So I think Jeff Green's. Oh, and he's also our
Sportsbook king of the game.
The
Poster on Nurkic. Just a poster on Nurkic. It's like we have to give it to him. We had to do it.
The Duncan uncle.
Duncan uncle.
Look at that family portrait.
Oh my
Jeff
God!
And his
We have
nephew.
a photo of this. Oh
Jeff
my
and his
God!
Nephew. Oh,
Look,
wow.
I can't believe we got a photo of this.
How
This is
embarrassing.
absolutely
What
fantastic.
a precious moment. You like to see an uncle and his nephew hanging out together,
Oh my
playing,
goodness!
shooting some hoops.
Yeah.
So, guys, Jeff Green's previous career high before tonight in dunks. 5 in-game dunks back in 2008. He did it against the Denver Nuggets.
That was the last time he had 5 dunks.
That was the last time he had 5, and it
No
was his
way.
career high. And I think tonight he had at least 5, if not 6. We'd have to go back and check, but
Jeff Green is incredible. I see these things on like online every now and then. I'll
2008.
see like an ad for like, you could still dunk. Maybe this is like targeted very much to my psyche. It's like, you could still dunk into your 40s and like we'll teach you the movements that get you to do this. And I'm always like, Jeff Green's really doing that. He had to have done. He had to have found some program that has
He
kept
probably got those shoes with the
thing on.
platforms.
he told Vic it's taking care of his body and having fun. And I yelled bullshit
Yeah,
at the
it's
TV.
like, well, all right.
I think there's more to it
He
than
makes
that.
it sound like that's just so simple. Like, just
not-
take care of my body.
You're not having enough fun.
I need to have more. I need to have more
having a
fun.
great time.
Yeah,
but
I just gotta have some
How
more
are you
fun.
able to dunk? Just, smiling.
vibes,
Smiling.
try to vibe with it, guys.
I get a vibes
Just
IV
the
drip
aura,
every
the
day.
people that I'm around,
Jeff Green is fun, man. Like you talk about, this was totally a clowning game, right? The Nuggets were clowning the Blazers all game. This fake Blazers.
It wasn't even
team.
the Blazers.
It wasn't even the Blazers.
The Blazers.
Yeah, fake
The
Blazers. team.
Blazers.
Yeah, we can workshop that. But but it was fun, and I think Jeff Green
Adam didn't like
had the most. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm just
Sorry,
have a high
it's all right.
standard. I have a high step pushing you. Jeff Green was like the exclamation mark of the entire day. What do you think, man?
I mean, the dunks just that kept coming. It just seems like he was going out of his way to find Nurkic, and he did not care that he was down there every single time. Like one of them, he like stopped in the air, cocked it all the way back, and then dunked it. And that was the second best dunk of the night. Like he just really didn't care. But it's also just it's exciting to see that aerial attack, especially from everyone thought it would be Aaron Gordon. He's Mr. 50. He's the dunk contest runner-up every single time. Jeff Green's not a guy that you actually think of in that manner, but he's the best in-game dunker on the Nuggets team. And
sure.
you get to see that time and time and again. But it's also just great to see him playing well and to see him like meshing. This is a guy that's new with this unit. Like he's one of the new guys, and it just seems like he fits. He fits in ways that others don't on the team. So it's great to see him get into a rhythm, shooting the 3-ball, dunking, doing everything that the team needs, and he just looks comfortable.
No. Do you have any Jeff Green takes?
Dude, he was dope. He was dope. Like I was.
Jeff Green is dope. Jeff Green's actually really cool.
By the way, you guys, my bold prediction that he would call Jokic the best player he's ever played
Man,
with.
he got close.
He came real close.
Can we talk about? Sorry, I'm cutting you off.
Sorry,
you were not going to say
that's
something
me,
nearly
Eric.
as exciting.
That's all
as
me,
this.
Eric. That's all
so
me.
when he said this, that they were like top 3 players he's ever played with.
Sorry,
he has
Eric.
played with LeBron. He's played with KD. He's played with James Harden.
played with every
He's played
player.
with Russell Westbrook. All right, so Yoke's passed at least 2 of these. We assume maybe KD and LeBron are the 2 he's saying he hasn't passed, but.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's those 2.
I'm gonna say it's the man. It'd be funny if Jeff Green had just a wild out of pocket
like
take.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Nick Collison.
Yeah, Deron Williams was pretty good. If you guys in his prime, you guys.
You can't measure a man by his stats alone.
That's so true. That was a really cool thing to say. Let's take a break. On the other side, though, we got more. It's gonna be just like the first segment. Lots of fun. It's a party.
It's a party.
I completely forgot about the grades.
About the grades?
Yeah, I mean the
ad reads?
The ad
Oh,
reads.
yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
Oh wow!
I'm jamming out to System of a Down. You guys hear that?
I know,
You
I
guys
did
big
hear that.
System fans?
Oh, absolutely. Systems.
Oh, it's
Today's Serbian New Year.
hold on. Okay. We'll give
calendar
you
is
your
so
own, we'll
effed
give
up.
you your
Yeah,
own
wow, you
Christmas,
get
but like
everything.
you can't just decide the year started.
Easter. Everything's a week later.
Yeah, dude, you gotta be on
Really
the same
weird.
year as us.
And they're like, "Hey, it's the 4th of July."
Okay, guys, Sexy Pizza.
Cinco de Mayo. Like, no, it's. What are we doing?
Hopefully, you guys checked out Sexy Pizza and used that sexy DNVR code. That code has expired, but we'll see. I mean, if enough of you did it, maybe it comes back. Sexy Pizza. We've had it at every Broncos tailgate we hosted this year. It's delicious. It's a big hit. It's got a great name. And they're Colorado, baby. Try one of their signature philanthro pies. A portion of every sale from these 5 specialty pies is donated to a range of different nonprofits right here in Colorado. Look sexy, eat sexy, and rep your state, baby. Do it with Sexy Pizza. And just tell them we sent you. That's not a part of the read, but I'm just asking you to do that. And what else do we got?
What else do we got?
Oh, DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated
man, hell
sportsbook
yeah.
app. Something football season. That is right. The Broncos season is over.
Oh, wow.
The Giants season is really just getting started because the mock drafts are coming out. But you can still get skin in the game no matter who your favorite team is. The NFL playoffs are here. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is kicking things off with a huge offer. Counting down to Super Bowl 56, new customers can get 56 to 1 odds on any wildcard team to win their game. Who do you think comes up with these, by the way? Like, is that just like an intern who's like, I don't know, it's Super Bowl 56?
Right,
It's like 56 to 1?
That would be a fun job to
It'd be
have.
a really
though.
fun job. Yeah, 56 to 1 odds. Bet just $5 to win $280 in free bets. If your team is victorious, all customers can also and should also get in on the DraftKings Hammer the Over. It's basically free money.
Oh, that is free money.
For every
That is free
5,000
money,
bettors who
actually,
take the
yeah.
over for
I'm in on that
Saturday
one.
night's game,
Big time
the
in.
point total will be lower by half a point. So do that. Download the
Take it,
DraftKings
you still got
Sportsbook
time.
now.
Hammer in the over. It's down like to 20 or something.
Use promo code DNVR, get 56 to 1 odds. Bet just $5 to win $280 in free bets. That's promo code DNVR this wildcard weekend at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 or older. Colorado only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Let's
Guys, I have some bad DraftKings news.
go. Are we gonna bring up some old stuff?
I've lost my comma.
Me too.
I've lost my comma.
Adam and I lost.
I was
our
in the
comma.
1 comma club. I'm out. Had a little bit of a rough day. I was so
What?
certain of a number.
It was a decimal.
Under.
I was at a 1 point.
Yeah,
Whatever.
sure,
Now
still a
I've
comma.
lost my decimal. This
Lost
sucks.
it.
It's a
I'm
shame.
really bummed about it.
Me
I'm so
too.
close though. I'm like right there.
I
I'm
don't
1
want
bet
to.
away from being.
Who
back
do
in
we
the
blame?
comma
Who
club.
blew it for you tonight?
For me, it was the Munder. I was
that's
like,
right,
the
yeah.
Munder can't possibly miss. The Nuggets. There's
that's
nobody
right.
that could score any points. Not so little.
Seems as if you would go with the lock.
I did. I just didn't put that much money on it. Getting back into this, guys. Bouncing back into the game
that
here.
lock hit easy.
Yoke, you know what I love about Yoke, besides everything? I love that on
His
games like this.
sexiness?
I'm telling you, to talk a little bit of talk a little shit talking of Joel Embiid here just for a little bit. We joke about it all the time. We're always like, oh, it's 76ers are going up against the Pistons. Oh, I'll bet Embiid's going to go for like 40. He's going to put up a monster stat line. It's going to elevate everything else. I swear Yoke looks at these games and he's like, sweet, I don't have to put up stats tonight. He goes for 28 and 7, which is a great stat line. It's just like he only took 10 shots. I'm telling you, 9 out of 10 superstars look at this game and they're like, this is where I pump up my efficiency.
Of course.
This is where I get 40 points. Everything goes up. He's like, nah.
Dude, he saw Nurkic out there. He was like,
Yeah.
It's a
Shoot
game
it.
like tonight where Kyle
the ball.
Kuzma's like, green light.
Green light. Yeah.
And Jokic is like, Still yellow light, just like every night.
Yeah.
Just yellow. Like I'll take caution. I might shoot it. I might speed up or slow down.
Yeah.
But he's too good. He's too good.
This is the first time that I felt like he didn't take the game personal. Like, I really don't. I don't feel like him and Nurkic.
Felt sorry.
Yeah, I don't feel like that was like a battle type of thing. But I just felt like this was going to be a big calm down, you guys do it type of game for Jokic, because he's done it for so long in so many games that he understands the only way that I could get through this season is if someone else helps.
Right.
I need someone else to just hold down the fort, and he's seeing everyone else scoring. He's seeing everybody start to see some shots going, and I know that like makes him happy. Can he score? Whenever the hell he wants to. And he showed that. But also to be able to like get everyone else involved, and then to also just take a seat back, like 8 of 10. Any other star, really, they're going to shoot it every single time.
Yeah.
He had it going. He could say, this was my night to go for 50, and who was going to stop him?
Well, so where was he on the sexy scale? Can we bring the sexy scale?
Oh
up?
yeah, what's the sexy scale? I would say he was a solid.
I would say
I need the numbers.
Standard tonight, fellas.
Yeah, I think he was standard.
But just
sexy.
because nothing
Standard
more
sexy.
was required.
Yeah, he was standard.
Not that he
sexy,
couldn't.
Yeah, he
have
was very
bumped it
standard
up.
sexy.
Yeah, he didn't have a single pouty moment.
No, he was not purgatory.
Well,
pouting
actually,
anyway.
you know what? I'm going to bring him up to a Sombor. Hold up, a Sombor Smolder.
He
2
did
posters.
poster.
He's
Hey,
got like
hang on.
He's got
Body
a
to
his
body.
career posters tonight.
Can we take that back? I think we dropped the ball.
The
on
only
that one.
only thing is the second poster, not technically a dunk.
You're right, but keep that to yourself.
It's the
We're counting it.
ultimate, like,
Putting it on the
whatever.
board.
Still, it was an and one. You know,
All right.
Yoke's always sexy. We're back
Sombor Smolder. I'll upgrade it.
We're all
A
the way up
Sombor
there.
Smolder.
A Sombor Smolder.
Okay.
Zeke Nnaji tonight. I'm going to go through his stat line. 6 of 8 from the field. That's very impressive. 1 of 2 from 3. 16 points.
Give me what I
1
want,
steal. Plus 20. 9 rebounds.
There it
And here's
is.
the big one. 4 offensive rebounds tonight. Vogt and I
Yes.
were talking about this tonight.
Yes.
Rebounding is big for me with Zeke. Like that's I'm going to have to. He needs to be a rebounder, not just a good one. He needs to be a really good rebounder. I talked on one of the pods yesterday about how rebounding is such a big indicator for the Nuggets. The Nuggets in the Jokic era, if you go back, have been top 3 in offensive rebounding every single season until this one. Top 3. This season, they are 22nd. I honestly think that, and then I try to explain a lot of different ways about why that is. There's a lot of things going on. But guys like Zeke Nnaji can help with this. And tonight, 4 offensive rebounds, that's really huge. And more than anything, it's the tenaciousness. That's
Yes.
the word I would say. I don't think Zeke is a tenacious player, but I think he can be. He has a good motor in other aspects, but be tenacious. Tonight, I thought he was tenacious.
He was tenacious. You're
Tenacious
right.
Zeke.
Tenacious Zeke.
Oh, I like that.
You're right. Like he was fighting for rebounds. It's like usually Zeke has a little bit more finesse to his game than power. I guess that's the tenacity
I would
to which
even-
you respond.
I would even say it's less about the finesse. I think he's a very cerebral player, and tenacious players are often like instinctual, just like I'm going to run through the wall. I'm just going to like Facu can be this. He's thoughtful too, but Facu sometimes it's like, how did you get that rebound? Just because you wanted it more. You're just meaner than everyone else on the court. Zeke, I don't think is a mean guy, so he has to turn that.
Yeah, something. I mean, he doesn't
Do you
typically
disagree with that?
Well, I just see it as like he a lot of times like will just float around the outside. He won't really play like a big. We talk about this a lot. Like he will focus on perimeter defense as opposed to interior defense, and like he doesn't usually get a lot of rebounds. And I guess tenacity is probably a good word for it. Like but he also just played more physically. You
Yes.
know?
Yep.
And so. It's one of those things. It's like that scene from Swingers when he's like, "You've got these claws. You don't know how to kill this bunny." Like, dude, you're a huge dude with, as Adam pointed out, a Rambo style
Dude,
headband.
so Rambo.
Like,
so Rambo.
if you're gonna dress the part, like like they drew blood first or they drew first blood, like just go for it. Like be a big strong guy. Like it's always weird when big strong guys don't play like big strong guys. Hopefully he's just like turning the quarter a little bit.
Yeah, with Zeke, it's like the energy, because you need that off of the bench, but it's also like just the concerted effort, like in the decision. Like it seems like he's been making a decision to actually be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
To take advantage of the fact that he has the body, he has the size to be able to overpower guys, to be able to make guys work hard, and it's been rewarding him by being aggressive. So I really think that it was a decision, or like at least like a concerted effort to like be intentional about, hey, you have to provide in ways that is not just scoring. Your shot's not always going to be there.
Right.
But if you can make sure that you get to the free throw line, if you can make sure that you're bringing the energy off of the bench, then they're going to need you. They're going to need you to be out there. So I feel like there was a switch or a click for Zeke where he's starting to understand it a little bit more of how he could get on the floor and what he can bring to the table. So for him to go 6 of 8 and not just sit there and stand on the 3-point line like Eric has mentioned, that's part of the battle. That's why he's able to get these rebounds, and they're on the offensive end.
I know, and this is the wild swings of the season where last game was the worst thing, the lowest we ever felt about any point of the Nuggets at any point of the last several years, and now it feels great again. It just takes one game.
It just takes Nasir Little, Dennis Smith Jr.
That's the thing. You want to see
Ben
Zeke
McLemore.
Nnaji put in a performance like this against an actual NBA squad.
Yeah.
It's nice to see it's
That's true.
he's got
Yeah,
this.
right.
But
Now you
all
wanna
right,
see them
okay,
build on
let's
that.
do it against guys I've
Yes.
heard of before.
But I'm telling you, this is the thing we talked about in the pregame show.
Yeah,
And it's
right.
honestly the thing I've been talking about. It's funny. This 6-game homestand, I feel like we've been talking about it for 2 weeks.
I know.
We're like, guys, there's a 6-game
Just
homestand.
wait. It's
just
On the
around the
horizon.
corner.
It's over there. We
Promise.
see it. Sidle in. Here we are. And this is what this is all about. Get some momentum for these guys. And look, it kind of worked out that you played
Yeah,
this
you're
Blazers
right.
team first. It's
You're
like,
right.
hey, you crawl, let's walk, and
See
then
yourself
hopefully
do it.
let's run here in a little bit. Will Barton deserves a mention tonight too because he really was fantastic.
Yeah.
I think he was fantastic tonight all the way up until he got hurt. He was 7 of 12. His three ball, by the way, has been money, and the shot he is best at from three.
Is that pull up?
The
three that
pull up,
everyone
with
hates?
no passes, dribble the ball up. It's a terrible shot, and for some reason, it is a terrible shot. When he misses it, you're so mad. But he's been draining that one a lot lately.
He had a case for player of the game tonight, and I was happy to give it to Jeff after that dunk fest, but it was a good bounce back game.
He
from
was
Will.
probably the best player. Jeff Green had all the dunks, so it was kind of
Sure.
Like,
I mean,
it's a party.
Will was big in this game. He had a big offensive rebound, only 4 rebounds total, but the Nuggets' leading scorer, 7 of 12, 4 of 6 from deep. And the deep shot has more or less been there all year with a couple of lulls, but at least that part's been there. It was great to see him play well. I thought he was the right balance of aggressive tonight, when to call his own number, when not. Still saw him take it into the teeth of the defense a couple times. But again, I like that he does that. I think someone has to on this team. I really do. So, Will Barton was great.
Yeah. We have a graphic coming up I'm so excited for.
Does any other show make
excited.
graphics live on
Live
the fly?
on the air.
as much
That
as
Looks
we
like
do?
it hurt.
It does.
Do y'all
but it's-
smell that?
No one can
smell that?
By
No
the
one
way,
can see this. So
Great
we
little
can
coming up. Yeah,
we can
can't wait.
references to something no one but us can see.
I think you might have just said this, but if you missed it on the broadcast, Barton did sit back on the bench, was questionable return, did not come back into the game. So fingers crossed, it's nothing with the neck or anything.
Oh, well, the positive thing is after the game, he came out and he shook hands of everybody on
Okay,
the opposing
cool.
team. So that's a positive in itself because he really did have a great game. I really feel like the Nuggets missed him, and it's like one of those
One of his
situations where
better
you're
games, man.
you're just excited to have someone else that's going to try. Even, sometimes I feel like it's to a fault that he's
Sure.
going to try, but he's going to make sure that he's getting shots up and he's trying to take effort off of Jokic, which, people call it selfish, but that's a really unselfish thing where you're taking tough shots or you're just trying to do whatever it is that's needed because I know a lot is asked of him. So, I mean, that was a really good game for him, and he had it going, especially offensively. That's a night that anyone else has it going like that. They're taking more than 12 shots.
And Devi only had 2 assists, but you brought this up last show. He did a good job of getting the ball to Jokic tonight in some advantageous position. A couple of Jokic's assists were off of Barton finding him at the free throw line. So I thought that was nice to see as well. He has certainly struggled with this as well in the fourth quarters, but he is a better option than, say, an Austin Rivers in terms of getting Jokic the ball in advantageous spots.
Last guy I think we can kind of single out here is a feel-good story. MAHKUS Howard returns.
Oh,
When he
I
went down.
cannot believe that.
Yeah. But you know what? Not only did he return, he scored tonight. Drained a three-pointer. In fact, his first three-pointer. And I was close. There's only stat. He only played 3 minutes. But to me, that was a nice – I feel like that was, in a weird way, a bit of an emotional boost for this team to see him back out there.
No, especially how it happened. It looked like such a freak injury that was going to be for the entire year. That was hope
Yeah.
to for everyone else. Hey, Jamal, come back.
Right.
Michael Porter Jr., come back.
Right.
MAHKUS Howard, he did it, and it's not to say that they're the same, but it's just it gives you some hope. Hey, it looked like it was worse than it is, but he's out here and he's trying. So that was a positive, especially, I know that he's excited to be back.
Dude, it's a huge positive. like every little thing that we can get back from all of the things that have been taken from us, just like little bits, just like getting back familiar faces, guys that you were actually expecting to be cheering for this year, guys whose names you can remember. That feels good.
Yeah.
You know, like, and, you know, just slowly getting the band back together. You know, this is not a great game to measure whether or not, you know, the Nuggets felt like coming back together, like, affected their play. I mean, they would have won this game. They would have been. If the Nuggets lost this game, like I think I would have just been done. You could have given me all the pep talks you wanted.
You're right. You would have. I would have given you a week off. I was like, why don't you take a little vacation? You know, come back, get a little refreshed. I see Pedro Rav here says, good game from Jeff Green, Will Barton, but also low recognition from Adam for Facu today. Guys, I set the show. Who was the first guy I mentioned today? Who led off the show when I said, let's start the show?
Argentina, you guys are on one.
You guys got to chill the F out. Literally, story number one, like our top story tonight, Facu Campazzo. Like, I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what you want.
I do think some people don't realize if you tune in halfway through a show, if we're talking about one specific, we talk about all of them every night. I promise you.
Literally the first guy. I said, guys, we're going to start tonight with Facu.
I promise.
He started. I don't know what to do.
You might have just missed it. I'm sorry.
For him to call you out also, if you're going to call someone out, at least give credit to people who like are for him. Like if you're going to be mad at Adam, love Vogt. You see what I'm saying? Like say like, hey, Adam was bad tonight, but I love Vogt. He's always for Facu.
You know what, guys? We're going back to Facu. We're going to do a second segment on Facu.
We were laughing earlier tonight, like imagining the shoe being on the other foot, and like us looking at Kenneth Faried playing with the Guangdong Tigers, like those motherfuckers are not giving Kenneth Faried the respect he deserves.
12 rebounds tonight. Do you not value rebounds?
He got 40 points.
Talk about Kenneth. Talk about Kenneth now. Facu was great. He was our top story. He was number one. We talked about. We led our
Pedro,
story.
we
do appreciate you. I'm just saying. I don't know what you want from me.
It's so true. He can't win.
He can't win. All right. Before we hit our final break here, I want to. We have a graphic Kel made, and I'm telling you guys, I made this comment. Hold before he pulled up, I made this comment. Zeke looks just like Rambo. I got mixed. I don't know. Bring us side by side. We have the best side by side.
You tell us.
That's a spitting image of Rambo.
Zeke is there. I will tell you this: they are both definitely wearing red headbands.
That might be it. Zeke's like, that's the big. That shit stank, don't it?
I'm telling you right there. He looks like he could storm a whole town.
They drew first blood.
You know what's funny about this take? None of us even really disagreed with you. We just don't.
I showed it to Dad, and he's like,
I
just don't think it really.
Adam really wants this to land.
I'm not even a Rambo guy.
Could somebody out there tweet at Adam and tell him what a great image? What
great call, Adam.
Yeah,
Rambo.
So Adam
just
could
like
spend the rest of the night just like preening.
Like, that's so right about that, you know.
Babe, they loved it.
They loved it. I was like,
look at all this Twitter.
Like, you know pop culture, Adam.
Oh my gosh.
So up to date.
Look at us when the Nuggets don't blow 20 points.
I know.
Everyone's having fun. Breckenridge Brewery is the official beer of DNVR. They also have seltzers. We sell those at the bar. We sell a lot of Breckenridge Brewery at the bar. It's one of the best places you can come to try it. But also, you can use the Breck Beer Locator and tell Breck where you live what kind of beer you're looking for, and they'll tell you where to go. There are a lot of great grocery store options that you can choose to go get your Breckenridge Brewery from. I recommend not crossing any picket lines to go get it. Again, that's what the Breck Beer Locator is for. You can find out exactly where it is and exactly how to go get it. Call the farmhouse if you want to order some food or booze, 303-803-1380 from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. for pickup. Use code DNVR to save $5. And just send us a picture, whatever you get. Just tag DNVR Nuggets. Tell me which kind you got. Tell me why you love it so much, and I will retweet you. That's a promise. What else do we got going on? It is a Thursday. Do I have that right?
Yep.
Oh, man. Oh, man. That's my favorite way to stall. I can never find this one on the... Yeah, there we go. It's a really difficult time. And if you're trying to buy a home, something to keep in mind for homeowners with prices going up, it's creating natural equity in your home. If you have mortgage insurance, chances are you can refinance out of that, make the bubble work for you. If you're in the buyer's market, you know how stressful it is to try to buy a house right now. If you've attempted this process, you know exactly what Brendan's rambling about. The housing market is crazy. Let Mike and Virginia Chevalier take the burden off the process. You can find Virginia at 303-257-6577 2478 or visit www.dnvrmortgage.com. You can also find Mike. You can reach him at 970-412-2472 or visit www.dnvrmortgage.com. DNVRmortgage.com. Michael Chevalier, NMLS number 1931006. Virginia, you staring at me is tough. Virginia Chevalier, NMLS number 1910631. Did I F something up? No. I just felt you peering. I was like, oh, man.
I'm right here.
That's it?
Right here. That's it?
That's it.
You guys ready to super chat?
Oh!
We're waiting on the wind to chime in. Oh, we got the wind? Yeah. The wind is in. Let's do this.
Yeah. Let's let the wind in.
Let's bring the wind in. Oh, my goodness. Harrison Wind, live from Ball Arena. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Oh, I can't. Well, this always takes. There it is. What's up, Wind?
Adam lost him.
Did we lose him?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Good. Or is he on a delay, a massive delay?
Oh, no.
All right, it's on a massive delay, so I'm just going to ask you one, any quick observations, and then two, go right into telling us what happened in the postgame.
Yeah. I was listening to a little of the post-game show, a bit disappointed by the lack of Facu talk. I just got to say. Thought he'd be a central component of tonight's show.
He just panders.
He's so good.
He's so good.
Yeah. But, no, great mood from everybody in the post-game tonight. Michael Malone's favorite part of tonight was the consistency that Denver won all 4 quarters, and they won a second half tonight for the first time in 17 games. It's been 17 games since the Nuggets have won a second half, but they did that tonight. Of course, the bench, 66 points, so just a massive night from the Nuggets bench tonight. And this was a great quote from Malone after the game. He said, everybody who's a Nuggets fan was probably wondering when we got up big when the collapse was going to happen. I think he hit the nail on the head with that quote.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's something to that, though. I'm telling you, there's something to it in a negative way.
Yeah.
You start to worry about the thing, and then you create it, you know? But all right.
Mm-hmm. So that collapse did not happen tonight. But Nuggets bench played great. Big nights from Facu, big nights from Bones. Mike Malone shouted out Zeke as well. On Bones' big night, Malone said he talked with Bones after shoot-around today, and his message to him was, look, I feel like you've been going into games, especially as of late, only looking to score. And it's led to you taking some bad shots, and it's a reason why your percentages have been low. And Malone pretty much told him that he's got to get back to making plays for his teammates, and he thought he did a better job of playing more of an all-around game tonight. And Malone also said how, look, defenses are going at him now. They're picking him out. They're targeting him more. So he's got to be ready for that. He's got to pull his weight on the defensive end. So he was loving how Bones played tonight. He was loving how Zeke played tonight. So the bench and the fact that they won a second half were probably the 2 biggest storylines tonight.
I got to agree. Malone has to seem pretty positive then. Pretty happy.
Oh, he was really positive. He was really, really positive. There really wasn't anything he was too upset about. Will had that scary moment in the second half. I mean, he went down. Will Barton went down, and it didn't seem like he moved for a good 30 seconds, maybe even more than 30 seconds.
Yeah, that was scary.
He was questionable to come back in. Doesn't seem like it was too serious. Denver's doctors cleared him, so that was a scary moment, but looks like Denver avoided anything serious there.
Do we know it was head or neck?
Big night. It was a neck strain.
Okay.
That's what the ruling was.
Okay.
So not a concussion. That's the good news there. Just a neck strain.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. What else?
Yeah. And that's all I got from Malone. And then we talked to Jeff Green tonight. Jeff Green, has anybody had more poster dunks in the NBA than Jeff Green this season?
Honestly, maybe not.
God.
Possibly not.
Possibly not. Maybe Giannis. Yeah, Giannis.
Giannis.
Right. Yeah. Giannis does just post 12 a game.
But after that,
80% of his points are posters. You're right.
Jeff Green said the biggest takeaway from tonight was that they won the second half. And he talked about this, and Zeke Nnaji, who we also talked to, mentioned that as well. Like, this was something Malone definitely said pre and post game, that they hadn't won the second half in 17 straight games.
Yeah.
Everybody was super, super aware of that tonight. So he thought that was the biggest takeaway. And I thought this was interesting. He said after the Clippers loss, Jeff Green said it just woke us up. He said it told us that no lead is safe no matter who they play. So Denver got up big tonight. They wanted to make sure they closed the deal in the second half.
It's always the Clippers. Do you guys remember, was it 2 years ago, the bubble year when they lost to the Clippers really big, got murdered?
Yeah.
And it was like where Barton said, hey, everybody around the league thinks we're a joke.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's every year in January you lose to the Clippers. And it's all right, guys.
Everyone's like these guys.
Yeah, we lost to the Clippers
It's like,
again. It's time.
like, cool. Portland's coming. Get right game.
Get
Clippers
right
are coming. It's a get wrong game.
Get wrong, damn it.
Yeah. Jeff Green was talking about his chemistry with Nikola. He goes, Nikola's a smart guy. I'm a smart guy. We just play smart basketball together. It's a simple quote, but I actually think there's something there because a lot of the sequences that those two hook up on, just smart basketball plays, simple basketball plays.
I love Jeff Green. By the way, another thing we didn't really talk about, but back in the starting lineup, and I really like him there, man. I really do. For that very reason. I just feel like I always talk
That's a
about
good
this, and
point.
it's hard to articulate. Knowing the read quickly, which guys do it. Like Jeff Green's a guy that I'm like, yeah, he just almost always reads the court properly.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all like him in the starting unit. It's just like he's good enough. He's one of the only players that's shown that he can play successfully on either unit.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Then we talked to Zeke as well tonight. And Zeke, the biggest thing that probably stuck out about his game, let me look at a stat sheet here. 4 offensive rebounds. Is that the final number? I can't.
Yeah,
remember.
it was. But yes, he had to, yeah.
4 offensive rebounds, had a bunch tonight. And, like, that's one of the things he's got to do consistently. He's got to, be more of a big man. He's kind of like this perimeter-oriented big, but to get on the floor for Denver, he's going to have to play the 5. He's going to have to battle for rebounds, and that's what he did tonight. He got the defensive player of the game chain. Zeke Nnaji did tonight.
Oh, wow.
Bit of an upset, I thought, over Facu, but it went to Zeke.
Yeah, Facu only had 4 steals.
Only 4. Yeah.
And like he had a couple of the steals. It's embarrassing when the steal is like you take it from someone and you both are fighting for a second, but then you just take it. You like muscle it away.
Yeah.
He had one of those tonight.
Yeah,
Very
it's
beautiful.
a little embarrassing when Brendan Vogt takes the ball from you on the
exactly.
basketball
Like, wow.
court.
Who stole my cookie? It was Brendan.
But Zeke said that one thing that he feels has really helped him grow this season is that he's been watching a lot of film, just been poring over film for hours and hours. He made it sound like, and he just feels like that's given him more of an understanding of where to be on the floor, how to find open spots in the defense, stuff he needs to be better at. So he credits a lot of his improvement to watching film, and he was just saying how every game I just feel more and more comfortable out there. And every time I'm out there, the more minutes I play, I just feel more and more confident. So Zeke continuing to kind of find his place within this rotation.
I like it, man. He needed it.
Yeah. That's all I got from the interviews.
Anything else from Ball Arena or just general thoughts?
How was the dinner there tonight?
How are you feeling?
I did not have the dinner tonight. Can't report on that. I'm feeling good.
Good.
Feeling healthy. Feeling good. I do gotta say though, like, we've seen a lot of bad second units throughout the NBA this season. The Blazers bench might be the worst.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It might be the worst bench I've seen. Like, they are down a lot of key guys, but like CJ
Trendon
Ellaby,
Watford.
Well, to be fair to them, the starting unit tonight is their bench.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, their bench tonight, maybe the worst. CJ Ellaby, I mean,
Worst look in the NBA.
ugliest player in the league.
Hey,
No question.
Hey.
No question.
No,
Come
no,
on,
no.
guys.
Yes.
They have another guy on their team that looks worse than him.
Who?
Tony
Cody
Snell.
Zeller? Come on.
Tony Snell?
No way.
Really?
No way, dude.
Guys, this is a mean mail.
Oh.
This is a mean Mel Ford quarter. It's a
sorry,
really mean
everyone.
one.
We've offended poor Brennan's delicate little sensibilities. What a baby. Ellaby, I'm with you. Ellaby, worst look in the league, looks terrible.
Tony Chanel.
I mean, Keljin Blevins, who's only on the team because he's Damian Lillard's cousin.
I feel less good about this win. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Harrison. All righty, good stuff, buddy. Have a good, safe trip back, and we'll see you. We'll see you Saturday. So, we're going to wrap up here with some super chats and then a quick around the association. I want to remind everybody we have a new show here on the DNVR Nuggets podcast feed. Serbian Corner. Our guy Voya and Miroslav have been doing a little basically it's like a weekly recap. Usually these will fall on the weekend. This is a rare example of a weekend where there's 2 weekend games, Saturday and Sunday, so they're doing it Friday. But most weekends we'll have Voya and Miroslav providing some Serbian perspective on the Nuggets, but also more importantly just kind of like a recap, big picture thing rather than a day-by-day thing. Let's get to some super chats here, Kale. We got some super chats? Oh, yeah. Oh, I always hate that. Eric says, I can't read them unless they're up. Did you hear me, Kale?
Right? Yeah, it says congratulations, Trevor.
Oh, Eric says congratulations, Trevor.
For having a daughter.
Oh, for having a daughter. Hey, yeah, congratulations, Trevor. Sorry, it's hard to do this here. Aaron Hickey says, bones for bones.
Hell yeah. I don't know what that means.
Don't either. Oh, so like
money.
Bones, like money is bones.
Yeah. The bones are their money.
I think that we...
And so are the worms.
I think, if I understand that correctly, we have to give $1.99 to Bones Highland.
Okay, that's correct, yeah. We'll get it to him. We'll get it to him.
Giving it in our care.
All right, what else we got? Augustine says, Dear Adam, we know you are not Matt Moore. We love you, and you can come to Argentina and have Milanesa Napolitana with us. P.S. We love Vogt more. Fair at all accounts. The only thing I'll say, Matt Moore's my guy. He's a good dude. He's a good analyst. He's all this stuff. He does hate Facu.
He does hate Facu.
And I think, catch a few strays because of it. But you know what? I love Argentina. I told everybody this. Bariloche, the beautiful lakes. You know, the beautiful lakes. You got Mendoza. Do we have wine country, Pandering Corner?
We've Pandering Corner graphic or
I'm telling you, Iguazu, this is gorgeous. Of course, Buenos Aires, everybody knows. And then, of course, Cordoba.
I didn't know. I thought you were merely a Facu appreciator, but it turns out you are an absolute stan for the country of Argentina.
Argentina is gorgeous, a gorgeous country, a very gorgeous country.
Wow,
it is like a like beautiful looking. It's like the Colorado.
Super chat us now so we can send just me to Argentina.
Oh, that would be fun. All right, what else we got? Francisco says this is Facu's last year as an Argentinian fan. Want to know your stand on his contract? I hope he stays in Denver for the championship. Yeah, that's an interesting question. I'll go first on this because I'm the hater, right? As constructed, I don't know. I just worry like it's hard to find these lineups for him. If you get Murray back, you get Porter back. There's a scenario where you Bones obviously there's a scenario where you have a nice shooter alongside him in Bones Highland who's also capable, and then you pick up a rim roller that I think will really open up his game, and you're like, yeah, now you get the good version of him. Like it's a roster that fits. Right. As currently constructed, I think it's really hard, but that's more about the pieces around him than it is about him.
Yeah, it seems hard to. I don't know, man. The Facu experience has been super fun, enriching. We've met all of you fine folks who yell at us sometimes, but it is kind of a hard. Like he just feels like a cherry on top.
He is totally a cherry.
Like
on top.
when things are going great and you can throw Facu in, like it's like it just makes the whole thing better. I don't know, man. The Nuggets are in such flux as far as like where they're going and where they are.
When he's good, he's really good.
He's
and really
so
fun.
good.
He's like pure fun.
Yeah.
And when he's bad, it's like,
it's tough. It's rough.
Yeah, it's rough.
I think there's a chance they don't. And it's not like I think the Facu tenure has actually gone quite well. I will argue with a lot of people about this. Like how much they've needed to play that third string point guard since they've signed him has really stood out to me. But I do think there might be some lessons learned this year with roster construction.
Yeah.
And this roster was so funky that maybe there might be some different thought just about how all the pieces fit together, and then also how you might fit them together after a couple injuries, should you have to consider that. And I think there may be a way where you look at that and Facu's an odd man out. So we'll see. But I think obviously Malone likes him. So
loves him.
Yeah. And I'm in, still here. So we'll see how this year goes.
Dev, do you want to get in on this?
I have no idea what we're talking about.
All right, moving on. That means he does not.
Yes.
Oh, we got another one? Gordon, our guy, he says, no pout blowout. I love it. That's actually true. This was a no pout blowout. I like that.
Gordon. Why are you so
guy,
effing cool, man?
Dude, Gordon's the coolest.
Do you ever miss, bro?
We're going to have to start using this. Like second half,
no
man.
pout
We really
blowout?
need a no pout blowout.
I'm with it.
No pout blowout.
We've had is this our first blowout of the year? I
I'm
swear
sure
to God,
there's
it
been
feels
more.
like.
I feel like
I
there's
swear
been
to
more.
God, it feels like.
I just don't remember any of them.
They kind of blew Miami.
Aaron
out.
Hickey also says for finally holding the lead. Hell yeah, $5 for finally holding the lead.
Is that how much it costs?
That's all. What a cheap investment.
I would
Why
have
are we-
fronted that myself
I
a
would have
long time
totally
ago.
done it. All right, you guys, quick around the association. A little quick one. A little
88.
quick John.
88.
Around the association. Bring up the graphic. That actually you don't even have to bring it up.
Around the now we can go around the
The Bucks curb stomped the Golden State Warriors, who have now lost 3 of 4 in the Klay Thompson era. Is Klay Thompson the problem?
It got to be Clay. That's what it seems to be. Oh, nope. Draymond didn't play.
Yeah, he
Oh,
hasn't
they're
played
stuck
yet.
in the clay.
They're stuck. Giannis 30, 12, and 11. They were up big, guys. They were up. They had
Giannis.
77 points. It was 77-38 at the half. What a crazy halftime score. You keep it moving here. The Grizzlies are the best team in the world. They beat the Timberwolves again. They're improved to 30-14. They are now in the 3 seed. 116-108. They get the win. Here's my favorite line of the night, you guys. My favorite line. John Conchar, my guy. 15 points, 17 rebounds. You guys know John Conchar? He's
We do now.
he's kind of like almost like, I mean, he can shoot. I'm telling you, he was a guy that coming into the draft, I don't know if he was drafted or he was either second round or undrafted, but coming into the draft, all the analytics models had him like the 3rd best prospect of everyone. He's just one of those guys where like everything he did in college was so perfect, you know, like efficient, this or that. But he actually is really good. He could shoot. He's a super high basketball IQ guy, and tonight he somehow grabbed 17 rebounds.
It's great to see the Timberwolves bottled up. Like they're 3 stars: Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns, and Russell. Only guys that scored even close to double digits. And then I mean, it makes sense why they lost.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Clippers got
That
routed.
distribution's bad.
Got routed by the Pelicans. Pelicans curb stomped him. My guy Herb Jones, one of the best defenders in all of the NBA.
Like me some Herb
the
Jones.
Clippers got down to a big lead. They were down 25 points around halftime, but they just stayed down.
They didn't have another one in them. Huh?
They didn't have another one in them.
Their starters destroyed in this game. Like if you look at the starters and then everything else, this was a beating only from the starters.
So lame.
Hey, does Brandon Ingram find his way to a different team anytime soon enough to change league picture?
No.
Okay.
I think he stays there because they have him under contract control.
And it's a
like-
massive contract.
And it's a massive. Well, I mean, teams would want him. I just think you're like, we have a star. Even though, it doesn't, whatever.
Yeah.
Even though he's kind of like the B version of Jason Tatum. All right, then we got the Thunder Nets. The Thunder guys.
I would say
Brooklyn
A.
Nets, second night of a back-to-back. They get a big win against the Bulls. They smacked the Bulls yesterday. Thunder Nets lose by 21 points to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 33 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists for Shai.
The NBA is so dumb.
The NBA is
Dort
really
went
dumb.
crazy.
The Nets also lost to this Blazers team Anthony Simons played, right? So not this Blazers team, but they did lose to that Blazers team on the 10th.
The Nets 100% take nights off. The Nets take
there's no doubt.
seasons off. I mean, really, they quite literally take seasons off.
Yeah, when you look at their roster, though, they're not really that good.
KD didn't play tonight. Who, the Nets?
Yes.
Well,
Look at the roster.
Well, you're saying
I'm saying,
tonight's
from the
version. Oh,
roster.
okay, yeah. Tonight's roster not that good. Kessler Edwards back in the starting rotation. DeAndre Bembry. Yeah, so that's around the association. That does it for our show tonight, guys. We're gonna be back. Like I said, we got the Serbian corner coming up tomorrow with Miroslav and Voya. Can't wait to get their perspective on things. And then we got Saturday and Sunday games. And by the way, just for people watching, Sunday is our takeover of Ball Arena. Very excited. The party bus from here. You can get here anytime. There's going to be playoff football, wild card round. So if you want to come in, have lunch, hang out for a while, it's a great time to do that. Otherwise, you're going to come here before the game, have a drink or two, and then we're going to hop on the bus. You can get a to-go drink. We're going to all be here. We might even bring name tags so everybody knows like who each other are.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the chat.
And everybody that comes, wear a DNVR shirt.
Yeah, wear a DNVR shirt. I can't wait for it, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're all going to be there. I can't wait to meet everybody and just have a good time. Feel some good vibes. We'll guys see everybody tomorrow.
Let Facu grow.